Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you all coming in. Definitely say hi in the chat. I want to make this very, very interactive, and I'm excited to be here with you all on today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes here. I see people joining. So as you join in, go ahead and say hello in the chat. And if you have any questions, please, throughout the presentation, put that in the Q&A so I can get to it. I'll be answering all of the questions towards the end of the presentation. So if you have a question throughout the presentation, make sure you put it in that Q&A so I can get to it. And we'll get started in about 60 seconds. I'm seeing people checking in, saying hi. Alrighty. Welcome. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started because I definitely do not want to hold you all. Welcome. I am Rosemary Salem, and I'm honored to be here with you all today, talking to you about effective marketing strategies for technology professionals. I hope that my goal for you all today is when you leave this presentation, you have a cohesive understanding of how you can up-level your career in marketing and or business when it comes to marketing your tech business, okay? So my company is Rosemary Salem and Company, and we are a global branding and marketing firm. We are based in the U.S. We have a presence in Houston, Texas, as well as Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm going to be maneuvering through here. Alrighty. Let me get my PowerPoint here together. Looks like I'm running into. Alrighty. Let me share this again. Maybe okay, we should be good to go now. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm the CEO of RSCO Global. I am passionate about helping others grow in life and business. I'm really, really passionate about business. I love hearing people's ideas. I love helping people get to their next level. That is truly, truly, truly what makes my heart smile. I'm a two-time published author, and I'm also an international speaker and trainer, okay? But before we go any further, I want you all to definitely connect with me on social media. You can find my page, my business page at Rosemary Salem Co. on Facebook. And definitely, I encourage everyone on here to whip out your phone and follow me on Instagram at Rosemary Salem Co. Definitely go ahead and do that now if you can, okay? All right. So here's what we will cover today. All right. We're going to go over content marketing, storytelling, account based marketing, customer relationship marketing, and research marketing. All right. And these are the 5 strategies we are going to cover today to help you take your marketing for your technology company that you may be representing here today or your technology business. Um, Go ahead and take a screenshot of this and tag me on Instagram at Rosemary Salem Co. Definitely go ahead and do that. And throughout the presentation, if there's anything that I say that is like a nugget, or like, oh my gosh, this was such an eye opener, it was really really good, definitely take a screenshot and mention me in your story, your Instagram story, and tag me at Rosemary Salem Co. so I can repost you. Everybody that tags me, I will repost you on my story. You have a big role. I mean, being a technology professional and definitely working in the marketing department, you have a very big role to fulfill, and it can come with a lot of stress. According to webstrategiesinc.com, the average firm is expected to invest 45% in their marketing budget. Now, that is a huge return on investment expectation to fulfill. And if you are definitely fulfilling those roles of marketing managers and marketing account managers for different tech companies right now, you're probably feeling the pressure of trying to make sure that the company's investment in marketing is seeing that return, because that is bottom line, that's your job. So I will say, I feel your pain. Even though we are a results driven marketing firm, we also understand that marketing is not the most simplest uh, concept to understand in business. It's a lot of reasons why a lot of businesses don't have effective marketing plans. They don't have a lot of marketing strategies put into place because they simply don't understand it. So they seek after the professionals like yourself or companies like my company to help them get their business to the next level. So if you're in this role, you are probably feeling the stress level on a continual basis of trying to fulfill the expectations of your companies. All right. So give in order to receive. Now, you probably heard that if you have any Christian background as far as the Bible goes. But yes, it's a very fair statement. Give in order to receive. All right. Content marketing is gold. When comparing overall growth rates between companies deploying a content strategy with those who aren't, the content companies are seeing roughly 30% higher growth rates than folks using content marketing. Than folks who are not using content marketing. And that's according to profitwell.com. That is a high percentage. So you're telling me that people who are not using content marketing are missing out on a 30% growth rate? That alone should tell you that content marketing is king. So you can take a look at my wheel here. Please don't pay attention to the numbers. It just needed to add up. But the purpose of the content wheel is to give you some ideas of different types of content you can have in your content marketing planning or your content marketing plan. So we have case studies, which case studies are very effective. People want to know that your product or service work. Bottom line, social proof, all of that is considered case studies. Email, we all know email marketing is the GOAT. It will always be something that will scale businesses and to keep businesses alive. If social media was to shut down tomorrow, it is imperative that you have had email marketing in place so your business can continue to make sales and communicate, and you still have a line of communication with your prospective buyers. Okay. So webinars are a very good form of content marketing. People want to be educated. When you fulfill the role of becoming an educator, you really position yourself as an expert. Even as you sell on a product or service, if you educate me on the history of the product or the type of the product or why the product matters, I'm going to not only buy from you, but I'm going to trust you more than the average person just trying to make a sale. So you definitely want to, as you are working in your respective marketing professional roles, consider how could you bring webinars into your institutions. How-to guides. You can turn a lot of blogs into how-to guides, but we're not going to talk too much about that today. But people love the how-to methods. You can teach them how to use your product. It's really no limit to the how-to methods that you can educate through content marketing for your prospects. Infographics. People love a good infographic. It's a nice, especially one that's really, really eye catching, highly visual. You want to start utilizing that in your marketing. And finally, last but not least, blogs. Blogs, I believe blogs will be here forever. Blogs have been established. Blogs has been one of the primary ways businesses have created great SEO traffic for free. So definitely want to make sure that in your role you are encouraging your company to consider blogging for their content marketing strategies. So before I go any further, I just want to have a check in. Is this good? Are we learning? Is this good content? Drop a 1 in the chat if this is good information. All right. Marketing is no longer about the stuff that you make, but it's about the stories that you tell. This quote is so prevalent. As we continue the presentation, we're about to start talking about storytelling. Storytelling. The elements of brand storytelling. Number 1, you need to have a unique brand narrative. What is the narrative of the company that you represent? Why are they here? Why do we care? Why them over the competitors? You got to come in with a unique angle to say why this product or service or why this company is the best option for your ideal customers, okay? That is your job. So you want to spend a lot of time on that. Figure out a unique edge. There has been companies that, such as the, if you are a fan of the show Shark Tank, there was a baking company. I think the mother and the daughter had a baking business, but it was their story that they told on national television for Shark Tank that took their brand to a whole nother level. It exploded their profits because we stopped looking at them as another baking business and we started respecting their story and we wanted to know more and we were more in tune to their story than anybody else's business that was in the baking lane. So understand, having that unique brand narrative can be the game changer in your marketing strategies for the companies that you represent or your own business. Next, we hear it all the time. We probably get tired of hearing it. Target audience. I know. I've been in marketing for over 6+ years, and I understand if you are overhearing someone telling you that you need to figure out the target audience. I think you like, well, how much more targeting can we get on this audience? But you can go deeper with your target audience. Now, when you think about it from a brand storytelling perspective, you want to think about their personality. So you know who your target audience is from a demographic standpoint, where they are, what their pain points are, but you want to get a little bit personal. What matters to them? What would make them say, you know what? I am, this technology company. We're this SaaS business. We know you as an entrepreneur. You're tired. Like If you were a SaaS company and you sold an automation tool, let's make this a realistic example so that you all can really implement what you're learning here today from me, because that's what it's all about. We're not here to just listen to Rosemary talk. We are listening so we can take these strategies back to our respective companies and jobs and kill it before 2020 ends. Okay. So I'm a SaaS company owner, or I work for a SaaS company. We're an automation tool for small business owners. So what we do, we automate emails and text messages. So if someone opts into our text message platform, it automatically puts them on our email marketing list. So anything that we send out, we make sure that we have a dual marketing strategy, right? So this SaaS company will probably be more ideal for restaurants. When restaurants ask, does the person want to email the receipt or text it? It allows them to get a tool where they can dual market to the customers that they've already serviced. I'm making this company up, by the way, but the point is, you see that they have a clear target audience, which is restaurant owners. Restaurant owners who are trying to have multiple methods of communicating with their current customers because they want to keep an open line of communication with their customers. So you have developed an amazing SaaS tool for them to use, and you want to convert them. Now, if you are storytelling, you can make up a story. And yes, a lot of you all think that storytelling has to be real. There's a reason why there's a such thing called nonfiction and fiction. That you can make up fictitious stories that matter to your customer, but not making it up to be misleading or taking integrity out of your marketing, but in a sense of reeling them in. So if you were doing a VSL, you can say, "Hi, meet Steve. Steve owns Steve's Pizza in Berlin, and Steve's Pizza gets a lot of customers, but they have noticed that they don't have a great client retention rate. So one day, Steve was really frustrated and said, if there was a way that I could market to my customers that come in the door and send them coupons through text messages and emails all at the same time, utilizing both different methods, because Steve also understands that everybody doesn't check their emails every day and everybody doesn't respond to text messages all the time. So he wanted to do both at one time because he is a busy business owner and he doesn't have time to keep doing this every day. So what he needs is a system that can solve this problem. You have created a simple story, and I made that up right on the spot, about a SaaS company that needs to be in Steve's life. So you can paint pictures around the scenarios of the pain points with your target audience. If this is good, if that was helpful, put a 1 in the comment section. Let me know that this is helping. So next, the other element of brand storytelling is data. Now, you can use data to support your story. All right. So whatever data that you collect, you want to use it to support your story. So if you all are aggressively building up brand personas and customer personas and buyer personas and customer journeys, if you all are getting all of that data, you can still take that same data and put it in a brand storytelling marketing strategy. And I'm telling you, you will see the results in that marketing strategy. All right. So next we have case studies. I cannot stress this enough. If I am considering working with you, I want to know that you have successful clients, you have happy clients, you have clients that are receiving results. No matter what type of business that you're in, you should be able to have some type of proof to the pudding that your business works, your product and service is good. Case studies you want to have as many case studies as possible. I see it oftentimes that people do not collect customer testimonials, and I just don't understand it. Even if you are product based, you need to be reaching out. You can do some. You can call your buyers and say, "Hi, I recently saw that you purchased, this product off of our website. How was your experience on the site? Did you receive your product? How did you like it? Do you have any questions?" That is a testimonial. So you can say, well, can I get your name? We would love to highlight you. You can take that first name of that person. You can take what they do. You can collect that info. Going back to data, you can collect data to highlight them. Like, hey, how are you? What's your name? Get their name, get what they do. What is your profession? You can put that and then ask them what was their customer experience like. Whatever type of testimonial you feel that you need to push and drive your sales to the next level, make sure you capture those case studies. I will say that until the end of my marketing career. And last but not least, personalization. Nobody loves a boring story. Nobody loves a story that they cannot relate to. You gotta personalize it. Even if you're doing BSL videos, I cannot stand watching such a dull BSL video that is just like so monotone, and I'm trying to get into the whole skit of the animation and everything, but you are not hitting me. You're not personalizing it to me. I don't feel that you are speaking to me. So the more personal you can get, and you can add personalization as far as the visual. So if you are doing a lot of animated videos with VSL, you may want to try doing like a commercial style VSL where you're utilizing different stock videos to bring out the personality or the lifestyle of your target audience or your prospective client. All of those are creative ways to personalize your brand storytelling strategy. All right. So next, we're going to talk about the account-based marketing strategies. Now, this is really, really gold when it comes to technology businesses because we're all about handling accounts, whether you're B2B or B2C in the technology business. So these are just my top 6. There are several account-based marketing strategies. I could go on and on for days and weeks about it, but I sat down and picked my top 6 for you all to share with you all today. So let's get into it. We have account-based retargeting. Now, if you are not retargeting in your ads, retargeting in your marketing at all right now as a marketing professional for representing businesses, you definitely want to start implementing that like yesterday, okay? So we want to make sure that we are paying attention to retargeting strategies. But for the purpose of this presentation, account-based retargeting. So media managers are able to serve up exactly the right content the prospective client needs to help them move further down the funnel. So you can use account-based retargeting to identify, number one, where did they stop at in the funnel? Are they even in the funnel? But obviously if you're retargeting, it has to take one action in order for it to be a purpose for you to retarget to them. Even if they just looked at the ad, they saw it. That means that was an action. That means that they saw your ad on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google, and you need to make sure that they keep seeing it. But you also want to know what step did they not take? So, and that's where that piece comes where they're talking about it'll push them further down the funnel, because once you identify what action they need to take next, then you can push them and talk to them into getting to that next step. So if you all are representing consulting firms and you're doing a book to call ad strategy where you're offering free consultation, so they may saw your ad on Facebook, they opted in to watch a free training that was centered around a strategy that your consulting firm covers. Then from there, they were prompted to sign up for a free consultation or free strategy or whatever you name it. And they didn't take that action, but they watched the video. So we want to know, we want to retarget them because we say, hey, we saw you finished our training video. Hey, we see you started our video. Don't miss out on this free consultation, or don't miss out. So you can start sending that retargeting ad saying the don't miss out. And some of you probably have seen that in your own, surfing on the web. You've seen people retarget you for different things. If there are any ladies on here, if you go on a website such as Fashion Nova, you'll start seeing their ads pop up on your Instagram timeline and everywhere to retarget. If you see yourself looking up something on Amazon, you'll start seeing different companies try to target you throughout social media because they see that there's some type of communication there that you are in the pipeline of possibly going further down the funnel to converting to a paying client. Okay. So next we have personalized sales content. Make your prospects feel special by personalizing your sales outreach. Yes, I feel that the more personal you get, especially in technology, in the technology industry, especially when you're dealing with B2B businesses, you have to make that business owner feel like they matter. Okay, you hear them say it all the time. If you work a dual position at your technology firm where you sometimes talk to sales prospective clients, they'll tell you straight up, hey, we get these types of calls all the time. We hear this all the time. Companies are trying to get our business all the time. So if they're telling you that they're tired of being thrown at with various marketing collateral, you got to find another way in by making them feel special, getting finding a mutual ground, and then building a relationship with that prospect so that you can convert them. And you need to do that in your sales outreach. You need to let them know that, hey, that may be something in your operations where you suggest to your team leaders and say, hey, let's start offering audits, or let's start offering something that we just do extra that can really help our prospective clients reach a milestone. It may not be exactly tied to our exact offer, but it will be something that they will sign up for, and it's a way in to get them on the phone so that we can increase our sales rate. Okay, so that's important. You want to make sure that you are authentically finding ways to get in there and get closer with your prospects so that you can increase your overall business revenue, okay, for the companies that you represent or own. So you want to the next one is create highly personalized email sequences. That can be as simple as making sure that when people opt in, you're getting their name. And when you're sending out emails, you make sure that you're saying, hey, Rosemary, how are you, Rosemary? Oh my God, Rosemary, check this out. Rosemary, we're offering this. Rosemary, can I give you 50% off this month? You want to make sure that you are talking to them, and that can be as simple as making sure that you're using their name in email marketing, okay? But overall, this is one of the most effective account-based marketing tactics for B2B marketers that they can use to reach out to contact. So you definitely want to find out and figure out different ways that you can personalize your experiences through email marketing for your prospects, okay? So next, LinkedIn company retargeting. You, as a marketing manager or media manager, can identify company accounts on LinkedIn and serve ads to key influencers at those companies. So you can utilize LinkedIn to get deeper into who are the key people at those companies to increase your business revenue. All right. Facebook custom audiences. So you can use key identifiers, which are, the identifications of your ideal consumer, such as the demographics, location, all of that plays a huge role. And you can narrow the scope of your Facebook advertising to target that list of accounts. Okay. So you can create Facebook custom audiences throughout your ads. That is a great ABM strategy. And finally, we are in COVID-19, and I feel like the doors have been opened for online events such as this. This was not online last year, it was in person to my knowledge. So, this is letting you know that we're all on here live. You see that hosting events for your prospects are a great way to convert them, and it's a great ABM marketing strategy. And it's been made even more easier due to COVID because now people are expecting your conferences to be virtual. Now people are expecting you to do things like that so they can, so they can learn from you and build that touch with you. So you definitely want to make sure that you are hosting events. All right. Our next strategy is customer relationship marketing. When we look at customer relationship marketing, we want to personalize the interactions through knowledge about customer value versus needs. So you can segment customers by this information and personalize their experiences. Next, you want to focus on customer centric metrics. All right. Next, you can monitor customer conversations across departments for consistent customer messaging. And finally, you want to use content marketing to meet the customer's needs. All right. And our last marketing strategy as I wrap up, and then if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the Q&A box because I know I need to wrap up. It's already the 10 o'clock, the 5 o'clock mark. So research marketing strategies. So we have the audience assessment. All right. So this analysis will show you how your audience seeks information, how they evaluate brands and products, how they're influenced throughout the buyer's journey, and how they make purchases. Next, we have trends assessment. By compiling and analyzing the most engaging content in your space, you can use hard data to identify trending content patterns and determine opportunities for contributions that are likely to resonate with your audience. And finally, we have the competitive assessment. The competitive assessment is useful for identifying middle and bottom of the funnel opportunities that may or may not already be capitalized by your competitors. Our jobs as marketers are to understand how the customer wants to buy and help them to do so. So I'm Rosemary Salem. Thank you all for being here with me today. I hope and trust that the information that you learned here today will help you become better marketers for the companies that you represent and or own. I would love to connect with each and every one of you all. So please definitely follow me on Instagram at Rosemary Salem Co. And you can also send me an email if you enjoyed this. I would love feedback and testimonials. So feel free to email me at info@rosemarysalem.com. And you can also visit my website, rosemarysalem.com. If there aren't any questions, I don't see any in the chat. I am going to let you all go because I know there are other panels that you need to listen to on today. And I will be over in the networking corner if you want to chat with me for the next 30 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for attending.